What's up, family? Trail here, and today we have a request for more stimulus relief aid. In fact, President Biden is now requesting for about $47 billion in aid. Could he be using this to offer additional stimulus checks to the American people? Also, guys, we have one state about to offer the biggest tax cuts we have ever seen in history. But can this actually benefit regular Americans is the question, and I believe that it does. Also, we still have one governor still trying to push and approve of some $2,000 direct payments to its residents. Find out if this will actually happen, and if so, when can the people receive these particular direct stimulus payments. But before we get started, guys, hey, let's keep this video short, so please don't forget how much a simple press of the like button does for this video and for this channel. And also, I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of this month, so if you could subscribe to the channel right now, and let's start with the video. Well, guys, we had some good news out of Washington on Friday, and that is because the job market numbers actually was revealed for the month of August, in which it looks like the pace of hiring has slowed a little bit for the month of August, but according to the numbers, the job market is still very strong. Now, it says right here that the economy added around 315,000 jobs for the month of August, which actually exceeded economics expectations. However, the July blowout report, the employment surged by a revised 526,000 positions, but it does look like that things are slowing down just a little bit. But these are remarkable numbers, guys, and it looks like people are actually still looking for jobs right now, which they're saying that there's still not enough people to actually supply the amount of jobs that are available. However, we do see in the news right now that a lot of jobs are really tapering back on actual hiring right now. So which one is the truth, guys? Well, if we look at these numbers, it looks like companies are still hiring as of today. Anyways, guys, that is just the latest news on the employment situation in America. Moving on, guys. Hey, Labor Day is upon us, guys, and it is finally here. We are entering into the weekend of Labor Day, which we do have a 3-day weekend, which is very exciting for those of you that have to actually work for a living. But it does say that travelers are still dealing with some issues right now. And that is because Labor Day travelers are potentially facing another chaotic holiday weekend. But if we look right here, it does say that Labor Day weekend is shaping up to be the busiest travel weekend than it was last year, capping off a summer of chaotic travel for many Americans. And domestic travel bookings for Labor Day weekend, which includes air travel, cars, cruises, hotels, and tours, are up about 22% from last year in 2021. And international travel bookings are up 104%, according to AAA. Now, the top domestic destinations are Seattle, Orlando, and Las Vegas. And I'm assuming Orlando, that is because people want to go ahead and see Mickey. But this particular uptick comes after the summer of travel woes, particularly for airlines, which are largely unstaffed and have struggled to keep up with the resurgence of travel since the pandemic. And pilots at more than a dozen airports nationwide are still picketing right now this week and this weekend, and they're calling for better work conditions, as well as calling for better benefits because of the revenge travel that has been going on. So if you are traveling this weekend, I'll definitely keep you in my prayers, and hopefully you don't have any travel delays or any issues at all. But moving on, guys, hey, we do have a bit of good news, and that is because the governor of Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis, he is saying that, look, he is vowing to give out the biggest tax cuts in state history in the upcoming 2023 year. Yes, guys, this is according to his spending plan that he is working on right now that's going to go into effect next year, and he is planning on offering some of the biggest tax cuts for the American people. Now, in his press conference that he just recently had where he announced this, he didn't really give any much details. However, he did say that the details will be revealed very soon, possibly within the next few weeks or so, and that is because he's probably want to get this information out right before the midterm elections, which is in November, guys. So we have about less than 60 days away before that actually happens. So exactly what's going to be in this particular plan, we don't know as of yet, guys, but he does say this is going to make history, the biggest tax cuts. And in addition to that, Governor Ron DeSantis also signed a $1.1 billion tax relief program during his visit when he announced this information. Now, it does say that he signed this particular relief bill in the state's history in Ohio Ocala, Florida, and the bill will save families around $1.1 billion. Now, he did give a little information in regards to this tax relief program, in which it says right here that the tax relief you are going to see will be breaks in critical needs like gasoline, diapers, disaster supplies, tools for skilled trades, recreational activities, you name it, he said, is going to be in this tax relief program. So again, guys, he'll probably come out with the details once it gets closer to the midterm elections, in which we'll know more about this tax relief program worth $1.1 billion. Moving on, guys, I do have an update in regards to the issues going on with the former President Donald Trump, in which the judge just unsealed some detailed information in regards to the inventory that was revealed from the Miralago search of former President Donald Trump's estate in Florida. Now, it does say that the federal judge on Friday unsealed a detailed inventory list of items that were seized during the execution by the FBI, in which it includes dozens of empty folders with the words classified banners. Also, the inventory that was unsealed by the U.S. District Judge stated that the information revealed that the documents with top secret and confidential markings were stored in the same boxes as personal items, including magazines and news articles. Also, additional boxes also contain items with magazines, newspapers, and other printed media, in addition to confidential and secret government documents. Apparently, they were all put together in random documents, random folders, and such things like that, versus I think they're trying to portray that this information that was retrieved from the search by the FBI was not necessarily organized, and it was not necessarily all packed together in its rightful mind, such as all the top secret documents are to the left and all the confidential documents are to the right. I think that's what they are trying to say right here, but that information was revealed on Friday. And in addition to that, guys, we do have some information in regards to whether the former President Donald Trump will actually be indicted, in which it says right here that if prosecutors decide to indict Trump, they'll wait until after November midterm elections to do so, according to a recent report. The Justice Department is currently investigating if Trump violated 3 federal laws, including the Espionage Act when he improperly moved government records to Miralago upon leaving the White House and resisted turning them over for more than a year now. Prosecutors are also said to be zoning in on Trump as part of a separate ongoing investigation into the January 6th Capitol attack and the events that were surrounding it. According to the longstanding department policy, prosecutors are banned from taking over investigative steps within 60 days of an election that could influence the outcome of the race or the races. That being said, it's unlikely that prosecutors would have leveled charges against Trump before the midterm elections, even if the department policy didn't bar it at all. Earlier this month, a top counterintelligence official at the DOJ told a federal magistrate judge that the investigations into Trump's handling of government documents is still in its very preliminary stages, which means that they are not finished yet, guys. They have a lot to uncover in this investigation. However, the American people feel like they have enough information to decide whether or not they actually want to indict the former president. But so far, guys, the former president is still fighting in court and saying that, look, I have every right to have these documents. These are my documents, and you need to return them, DOJ, as well as he is continuing to ask for a master to actually reveal the documents before the DOJ. However, the DOJ said that he is too late. They have already reviewed these documents, and they are still going over them as well, and they are trying to figure out and sort them all together to figure out exactly all the information that they have uncovered from the raid on the former president's estate in Florida. So again, guys, the former president is still dealing with some legal issues right here, and it is not over, guys. It's probably going to be a while, and we probably won't see anything happen until after the early part of November. But in addition to that, guys, we do have some information from one particular person in which they are saying that, look, Miralago, yes, it's a very nice place to visit. They have a very nice golf course, but however, it is the worst place in the world to store anything safe, as there's hardly any security, says the filmmaker who actually interviewed the former president Donald Trump, which he actually interviewed Trump at his Miralago estate. So Guys, take this with a grain of salt. He is not biased to whether the Democrat side or whether the Republican side, but it's definitely important to know that he feels that this particular place is the worst place to hide this types of top secret or confidential information. So anyways, guys, I will continue to update you guys on the developments of this story and how this whole entire investigation on the former President Donald Trump actually plays out over the next month or so. But moving on, guys, hey, the President Biden, he is seeking for an additional $47 billion in emergency funding. Yes, guys, the White House on Friday asked Congress again for some additional money, and this time $47 billion in emergency funding. And he wants to use this money to assist the administration's efforts in fighting COVID-19, monkeypox, supporting Ukraine, and responding to the natural disasters that we have seen over the past 90 days or so. Fires, floodings, and much, much more. But anyways, the request comes as lawmakers on Capitol Hill face a September deadline to fund the government, carrying with its risk of a government shutdown just before the midterm elections. But anyways, guys, the largest request in the past has been around $22.4 billion in COVID-19 funding, which would support testing, research on vaccines, therapeutics, preparations for future variants, and assisting in the global response to the virus. While we have made tremendous progress in our ability to protect against the COVID-19, we must stay on the upfront in regards to fighting this off. That's why President Biden is requesting additional stimulus relief aid. But also, guys, some of this money is still going to be used to provide money for the Ukrainians, in which they are still going through this war with Russia right now, which I believe that we have just hit the 6th month in fighting this war. But when will it ever end, guys? A lot of us have even come immune to the whole war in general. I mean, we are not even thinking about what's going on between Russia and Ukraine right now, let alone how many people are still losing their lives. How many families are affected by this war in Ukraine? But again, guys, we'll continue to keep them in our prayers. But again, like I said, the $47 billion that President Biden and the White House is requesting for Congress right now to do all of these different types of things. But it does not mention anything in regards to providing additional stimulus checks to the American people. However, that does not mean that he won't include this with the money that is provided by Congress. So again, guys, hopefully that President Biden does provide some type of stimulus relief aid to the American people. I mean, we are giving billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine right now, and they are not giving billions of dollars to the American people right here in our respective states. So that means President Biden needs to do this exactly right now, especially if he wants to help the Democrats actually win in the midterm elections come November. The Democrats are still lagging in the polls right now, in which the Republicans are still leading the effort, especially with the former President Donald Trump still leading at the top right now. But again, the Democrats, if they want to win, if they want to keep the seats in the House and the Senate as well as the presidency, they need to do something very quick, guys. But anyways, I'll keep you guys posted as usual. But last but not least, guys, we do have some stimulus checks update right now to talk about, and that is because Governor Tom Wolf is continuing to fight and push for $2,000 direct payments, and he wants to give this to the residents in his respective state of Pennsylvania. Yes, guys, he has been fighting for these $2,000 stimulus checks for quite some time, and it looks like he is not giving up as of yet, guys. And we have right here that he wants to use the $2,000 direct payments for Pennsylvanians, and he's saying that, look, this $2,000 will make a life-changing difference for families in communities across the Commonwealth areas. And yes, this money will make life-changing differences for families and communities across the Commonwealth, providing a much-needed buffer against prices that are artificially and temporarily higher due to inflation right now, said the Governor Wolf. He said, look, let's put this cash back into the pockets of Pennsylvanians to help cover the higher cost of gas, groceries, and everything else in between. So again, guys, yes, he is still fighting for his residents in his respective states. And also, guys, we have seen other states as well as local counties also trying to get stimulus checks approved in their respective states as well. So we will probably continue to see this over and over until the midterm elections. And that is because this is what the lawmakers do, guys. They want to incentivize the American people, you guys, and to vote for them, and so they can give you money in exchange for their vote. So will it work, guys? Well, in the past, it has worked. But will it work right now? Because we are seeing through them right now. We are seeing the lies. We are seeing the fake governors. We are seeing the fake presidents. We are seeing all of that right now, guys. So will it work this time? Well, we don't know as of yet, guys, but after the early part of November, we should know more details. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today, and I hope all this information was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.